and Frankie, I'm sorry for the pain and utter anguish that I've caused your family. This is a travesty that I never thought could or would occur. Shanann, Belle, Celeste, and Nico are four beautiful souls that will live on forever in heaven and in our hearts. I know you must hate me for what I've done, and honestly, I would be surprised if you didn't. This is a moment in my life that I will never be able to undo, and it rips me apart every single day.
Mr. Watts, why did you kill your wife and 2 children?
Mr. Watts, did you confess?
Dear Frank, Sandy, and Frankie, I'm sorry for the pain and utter anguish that I've caused your family. This is a travesty that I never thought could or would occur. Shanann, Belle, Celeste, and Nico are four beautiful souls that will live on forever in heaven and in our hearts. I know you must hate me for what I've done, and honestly, I would be surprised if you didn't. This is a moment in my life that I will never be able to undo, and it rips me apart every single day.
Mr. Watts, why did you kill your wife and 2 children?
Mr. Watts, did you confess?
Welcome to Parawomen Radio, guys. I'm Amy. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. Can't believe it's Saturday. Like, what in the world is going on in our life that it's already January 13th? Let me make sure that you can hear me. Okay, you can. So today I thought we would talk about the Watts case. I see that there are a few new things that I haven't seen. Shanann turned 40 this week. I saw more new footage of the house. There's some Sherilyn Cadle stuff that I saw. And we're going to talk about Shanann's 40th birthday. Who wished her happy birthday? And what did they say? So let's start with the birthday. So on the 10th, Miss Shanann Watts, if she had been still on Earth, would have turned 40 years old. Can you believe it? 40 years old. And I think what would she have been thinking about? Would she have been excited and having had it planned an over the top birthday party, or hold on. Be excited? Would she be having an over the top 40th birthday party, or what would have been happening in her life? I saw that her mother wished her a happy 40th birthday, and let's look at that first. Okay. So this was posted on Shanann, on Sandy. I can't make it bigger. Why can't I make it bigger? This was posted. Can't make it bigger, so I can't see it that well. But this was posted on Sandy's community tab page on YouTube. I can just read it from her page. She says, "Happy 40th birthday to my beautiful, precious daughter, Shanann. You have been an amazing daughter, sister, and mother. I can't thank God enough for you in our lives, giving us 3 precious grandchildren, all of the love you gave us. You're just amazing. We love you so much and miss you dearly. Our lives aren't the same without you and the babies. I know you are working hard for God and his kingdom. I know your birthday will be filled with good food and lots of love. We love you more. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Kiss the babies for us. All my love to you, my beautiful daughter. It's kind of, it's very heart wrenching to read that she is having to post her happy birthday to her community page on YouTube because her son-in-law murdered her daughter. Moving over onto Instagram, Nicole Atkinson posted a few things. She posted a video, well, it was just a picture of Shanann's favorite wines. And she says, only her favorites today. And she posted, this was the video. I added some of the crackling to the fire. That wasn't really happening. And I wanted to show you some of the comments that people were making. It was just a basically happy heavenly birthday to Shanann. And then she posted this. I really wish I could make it bigger. I don't understand why I can't make it bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I can't make it big enough to read it, but I think you get the drift of what's going on. She's wishing her a happy birthday, and there's all these pictures. So I wanted to share Sandy's community page. This is Sandy's kitchen. She does a lot of cooking videos on here. And she's been posting a little bit more often on this tab. She wished, I think this was when Bella had a birthday, wished my firstborn granddaughter, I want to wish my firstborn granddaughter, Bella Maria, happy 10th birthday. Can you believe she would have been 10 years old? Wow. In God's kingdom, I pray that our Heavenly Father gives you the biggest party you ever had. We love you unconditionally. We miss you dearly. Please give your mother, mommy, and sister and brother big hugs and kisses from us. And I didn't share it with you. Hold on. This is on Sandy's page. This was a happy birthday to Bella. A lot of people wished Bella a happy birthday, but I don't know if she's deleting posts. I don't think she's deleting posts, but there was only 3 people that commented, and I was one of them on the Shanann's happy birthday. But she does have some. I'm going to have to put the baby bird in the back room. He's having a rough day today. And it's cold again in Florida. Oh, I hope everybody who's in that Midwest storm is staying warm and safe. I'm from Michigan, so I know those snowstorms are no joke. And then the ice storms that we had every February were such a pain in the butt. This is Parawoman Radio, and I'm Amy. We're going over new things in the Watts case. This is Sandy's channel. All right, I'm putting them in the back. Hold on. If I could unring that stop it bell that I rang with that bird, and now he has learned to say stop it and demands that when I talk too loudly, I stop it. Whew. Okay, so this is Parawoman Radio. We're going over some new things on the Watts case. This is Sandy's page. She wished Shanann a happy fried crab ragoon. I've thought about making some of her recipes live and talking about the case that way. I would like to try out some of her recipes. I've tried one or two of them, but I'd really like to jump in and try more. I wanted to show you, I went over to Frankie's page. This is her brother, to see if he wished her a happy birthday, and he really didn't. But on that day, it looks like he posted about the community guidelines on YouTube changing. He's posted a few music videos that we won't look at. There was this page, I don't know who it was, but he got it, somebody's channel taken down. And that's about it. He did say in this one post here that he was standing in line and he looked over and he saw this and he thought it was weird that this was his life now. I will put the links to their channel down in the description as always, and you can look at it on your own as well. So moving on, I wanted to show you, I saw that Geneva posted some, she went by, or I'm assuming it's a woman, I don't know for sure, went by the Watts house, and there's two videos. I'm going to link both of them, but we're only going to watch the shorter video. She has a longer one that's 26 minutes, and she has a shorter one that's 4 minutes. This is Parawoman Radio, and I'm Amy. If you could give this live a thumbs up, helps us dance out into the algorithm, bring more people back to our party. It's just a free way to help our channel out, and it's really appreciated. And if you like my content, be sure to subscribe. Today, we're coming to you over on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. We're over on X. Hi, X. And we're over on Instagram. Hi, Instagram. Okay, so this video was shot on 1/3/24. So this was just a few days ago.
Into this town, I felt an extreme amount of sadness, bringing me to tears. It was so surreal.
Okay. I don't know what teams are these? Red and...
Let's pray. Father God, please place your protection over this family. Cast away any and all demons. In Jesus' name, amen. Ironically, before and after seeing the house, I seen 4 white 4Runners, which we know was Chris Watts' mistress's vehicle.
Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting.
Hi. It's me.
Oh, that voice is just forever. Who in their right mind would think that's sexy?
guess just
What
call
am
me
I
back
saying? Chris Watts wasn't in his right mind.
when you have a chance. Hi. Hi. It's me. I miss your face. I was just calling to say hi. Call me back. Bye.
Is this where Kessinger was? Oh, yes. And also Geneva went to the grave site too. I wanted to hold on a second. Something's happened over on Instagram. I think I don't know what's happening on Instagram. Hold on one second, you guys. I think I'm going to have to disconnect Instagram because I don't know what's going on. Sorry, Instagram. I'm going to have to remove you. We'll remove you and then we'll bring Facebook over. There. Now we're over on Facebook. We're over on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X. So we're on all the social media platforms if you ever want to come over and look at us and join us over there. We are having problems over on Facebook. Don't join the Facebook community right now. Somebody hacked it and I'm trying to get back into it. But so this is she went to the gravesite and she went and visited the house, newly painted house.
On November 26, 2022, the Sun reported the Watts.
Hold on a second. Facebook is really messing, or Instagram is really messing with me today. Mm-hmm. There it is. I'll take it back just a little bit.
4 years after Chris Watts brutally annihilated his entire family. His wife, Shanann Watts, his 2 beautiful daughters, Bella and Celeste, and his unborn son, Nico. May they forever rest in peace. A private Facebook group post showed.
Going back to here, it looks like this was in the fall. So this was probably in November, wouldn't you say?
Born son, Nico. May they forever rest in peace. A private Facebook.
Wait, is this recent? Don't they have a slab put out front now that's I've been seeing pictures. The picture, I have it on the thumbnail for, let me grab it really quick. Wait. It won't let me preview it. Wait. Oh. Okay. Anyway, it's on the thumbnail and they have this new, maybe I can type it in really quick. I don't want to call it a slab because I don't know what it's called, and slab sounds so. Ugh. Does anyone know the term that I'm searching for? And I can't. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm hung up on that. But anyway, this maybe was last year's picture.
Born son, Nico. May they forever rest in peace. A private Facebook group post showed it was sold by Location Real Estate in Colorado. The agent shared the news on social media and stated, "Huge congratulations to my buyers on their closing. It took everything we had to get here." So
did she? Well, maybe we are going to look at the bigger one because I want to see if she posted the back of it. Oh, were we watching the bigger one? No. I guess she didn't go in the back.
When driving into this town, I felt an extreme amount of sadness, bringing me to tears. It was so surreal. Let's pray. Father God, please.
And then she shares the funeral, which always brings me to tears. The funeral. Let me silence it because I don't know if hymns are copywritten. So sad. It's so sad to see those little caskets, knowing that those little bodies are in there. Oh, okay. I will put the link to that in the description so that you can go and watch it. Moving on. What do I want to talk about next? Do you guys want to hear about Cadle next, or do you want to hear about new YouTubers? They're not like new, but some of them are new that are covering the Watts case that I've been watching. Let's move on to Sherilyn Cadle. So I was watching Dave talking about Sherilyn Cadle and her lies, and I thought this was interesting. This was actual text between Cindy and Sherilyn, and they're kind of proving that Sherilyn created this darkness, and then Chris picked up the darkness conversation, and much like he did during the interrogation where, chicks are crazy, man. What did Shanann do? And then he picked that up and was like, oh, and he ran with it. So here we go. This is Parawoman Radio, and I'm Amy, and we're covering new things that I found around the internet on the Watts case on Watts Island.
But it all became about the case. And she initially told Cindy Watts that it was all about him finding Christ. That is what the book was going to be about.
So apparently when Sherilyn originally, which I believe this because he was really in his I found Jesus phase, and she contacted him wanting to tell the story of how he came to Jesus. And we know that Miss Plagiarizer Pants changed all of that.
Sherilyn offered to show Cindy parts of the book, and Cindy agreed. And then Cindy apparently had said on the phone that she didn't want to see parts of it. And then later on, a Facebook post went out there that the book was going to be released and it's all about the case. And Cindy then didn't want certain things. Basically, she didn't want pictures that she shared to go in the book. There was a number of things that she didn't want to then to go in the book. And then Sherilyn went absolutely mental at Cindy. And I'm not going to show you those messages, but they are despicable from a Christian.
I'm not in love with this whole Christian air quotes thing. I don't understand why we're doing that, but I think that Sherilyn has inserted herself into the story. She's become the story, and she's quite pleased with that. And I don't think that is a very good sign of somebody covering the case where they are the story now.
Reminds me of a certain family who actually hide behind Christianity. So that's another story. All right, so And if you want to threaten your attorneys and do all of that and whatever you do, it's okay. Because we actually have legal advice on what we can definitely share, because North Carolina is a one-party state. Just remember that, okay? I learnt the hard way. Righto. So Sherilyn wrote this in April of 2019 to Cindy. This is how this little group of messages begins.
If you want to know what bothers a person, pay attention to what they say. You can tell what really bothers a person by what they focus on.
My daughter has a good degree. This is Sherilyn writing to Cindy. Has a degree in psychology. And she says Chris does seem like he has autism. There's more to this story. A perfectly normal, loving father.
He does seem like he has some form of autism, maybe even Asperger's.
Does not just fly off his rocker and kill his daughters. He's the type to take the blame for Shanann.
I see
This
what
is
she's
coming
doing
from
there.
the-
I see what she's doing there. She is trying to gain points with Cindy by trashing Shanann. Ugh. Yuck.
A woman who calls Chris a murderer, who calls Chris all sorts of things because he killed his children. Now, these are her words written to Cindy. And then Cindy wrote, I know. Do you think he was brainwashed by Nicole, as in Kessinger? He said, if you want to know what she was like, read Proverbs 7:21 to 27. I did a live stream about those Proverbs. So I just want to let you all know. Okay? This is where I got my information from in regards to reading out those Proverbs.
I'm feeling like I want to research those proverbs.
And I don't just make shit up like a lot of people out there actually believe I do. Now, then Cindy went on to write,
See?
Shanann was his first real girlfriend.
I'll tell you what bothers you by listening to what you say.
No one ever pursued him. He was 25. So don't you think that's very informative?
How interesting that she's like, my daughter has a degree in psychology. Well, why didn't you use her instead of just... Anyway, I'm just repeating my opinion is that Cadle didn't need to be doing any of this.
Nicole has just been brought up, and way back in 2019, it was Nicole Kessinger who was pursuing Chris. It was not the other way around.
Oh, so it looks like here Cindy's saying,
Many out there
I
believe.
know. Do you think he was brainwashed by Nicole? He said, if you want to know what she was like, read... Oh, he just said that, Proverbs. I didn't know that this was the spot where he said that that's what Nicole was like, in which, to me, I take everything with a grain of salt with Cadle, because I don't know what's the truth and the things that I believe are the truth are the things that are in his letters, like he hand wrote the letters. I believe those are the truth as far as well, then you have to say, like, is Chris telling the truth? But her truth are the truth in those letters. But I didn't know for sure if he had really said this Proverbs thing, because it's, it's not... Is it written in one of the letters? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was in one of the letters. Oh, I can't possibly remember all of the Watts case, but I'm thinking about doing this Proverbs. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in this?
Believe that Chris had all of these ideas.
Doing the Proverbs and what it says, and then grabbing a video of Nicole and trying to match it up. That was my idea.
In his head way before anything happened. Nicole Kessinger pursued Chris Watts. The first time she searched for him was the 3rd of August, 2017.
That we know she searched for him. I mean, I do believe, did research that family.
Complete year before the murders. And then she searched for Shanann Watts on the 1st of September, 2017. Now, what I'm about to show you, some of you may have already screenshot it, okay? And you may already have started reading it when I clicked onto that next page.
Speed up this.
I'm about to show you
Oh, it is speed.
where everybody has been misled. Everybody. I will never in my life defend Nicole Kessinger. Ever. Right? She is a geologist. She studies the earth. And she loves her crystals. You know, and then Sherilyn came out a few weeks before her book was due to be released, her most recent one, saying she received some crystals and she believes they're from MK and she's threatening her not to release the book.
Did she really say that? Why? Ooh, that's cringy. Did she say that? Does anyone know if she really said that?
Well, I've got some news for you, Cheryl. You're actually striking people who even attempt to read your book, okay, on their YouTube channels. And you're threatening attorneys and you're threatening this and you're threatening that. 90 pages or thereabouts, or maybe even more, of your...
Is she striking everybody on all her books, or is it just her new book? Because I've never gotten stricken. Although maybe I'm just like stupid now, standing out here saying, come on and strike me, because I don't want that either. I do fair play where I don't show the whole video and link it.
My latest book. It's straight, word for word from the discovery. So not only could you come up with, you can't even come up with your own words like you did in
It
your
would
first.
be hard to strike people if like half of your book, or even I would dare say 80, 70, 80% of the first book was all discovery. He's saying that 40% of the book, this book is discovery. How do you strike people for reading discovery?
Attempt when you were done for plagiarism, you then decide to use publicly accessible documents to fill as a filler for your book. And one of them was a 3-hour and 33-minute interview with Nicole Kessinger. And then there were statements used by others who were like so-called witnesses in the case as a filler for your book. And yet you are striking people for reading out publicly accessible documents.
More to
asking
these?
Christopher.
Okay, let's move on. So Sherilyn goes on.
Your fucking theories, you're too stupid to have theories.
Come on, keep reading.
You are too stupid to have your own.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's what he told me. Now, you ready for this darkness thing? Who put the darkness into Chris Watts' head, everybody?
Who put
You ready?
the darkness in the
That's what he told me. I asked him if she was dark. So Sherilyn's asking Christopher. He didn't know what I meant at first. I had to explain.
Interesting, huh? And so then Christopher's all of a sudden talking about the darkness.
So the bullshit that you've all been fed since 2019 is actually Sherilyn Cadle's idea, not his. About this darkness that Nicole Kessinger has. She's a geologist. She's into crystals. It doesn't mean she's into, like, the Wiccan witchcraft thing isn't dark.
All right,
Okay.
I'm just going to read it myself. It says, this is Sherilyn. She says, that's what he told me. I asked him if she was dark. He didn't know what I meant at first. I had to explain. Yes, I personally think the demons were around her, Nikki, and he became possessed by one. This is irritating to me that this all is coming, that this whole story, fictitious story about darkness is stemming from Sherilyn Cadle. I don't know why this makes me angry. Is anyone else angry about this? And he became possessed by one. That may sound far out, but the way he explained it to Mercy, it honestly sounds like it. He walked away from the faith he always had. He even said Shanann never told him where she stood with God, never discussed it. I don't think she wanted his... I don't believe that they never discussed it because Shanann's family seems quite religious. Anyway, she says, I don't think she wanted his kids. There was darkness around him that morning, and I believe it followed him until October.
So you are so far off the charts. And you have actually stated This is her.
There was a darkness around him that morning, and I believe it followed him until October, and I believe it came from Nicole. Okay, let me know when you get in the van. I'll leave then. Where do you want to meet? Oh, sorry, I was texting my daughter. What does that say? He loved Nicole. I think Chris thought he loved Nicole because she treated him better than Shanann did. And then Cindy says, I believe that. He was always praying to God. I think Shanann was about material possessions. I think they both were about material possessions. And you know what? I was in a stage in my life where I went through material possessions. So I cannot put any blame onto anybody that wants material possessions, you know. Anyway, I think Shanann was about material possessions. He always saved his money. He was like my mom. She was thrifty.
The what's a percentage
Just
of the
move it
royalties
so I
from
can
your
read
book,
it more.
which they declined, and what was left over?
Okay. She was thrifty. Material things didn't matter. It didn't matter to us either. We both came from parents that you paid your bills and bought groceries, and what was left over was for a rainy day. That's how our family and both families were. We lived right across the street from Ronnie's family and 3 miles from, we were so close. My mom took care. I think that Cindy probably is thrifty, and she's one of those people that resents people that choose to have material things. Like, if you don't want to have material things, that's fine. Don't have material things, but don't judge other people for having material things, because it's their journey and they have to learn this, you know. Anyway, I don't begrudge people for material things. I say, you know what? It's your journey. It is your journey. So I will put the link to this in the description so that you can finish watching that one on your own. This is Para Women Radio, and I'm Amy. We're going over new things in the Watts case. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Never late, always on time. That's the great thing about lives is, you know, they're recorded and you can go back and watch them at your leisure, and you can even speed me up because I know I'm a slow talker. So let's move on. See, you can I'll tell you what's in my mind. You can just guess right there what was in my mind. I got a comment, and it wasn't even a mean comment. It was just like, I love your channel, but I have to speed it up. So right there, I told you what was on my mind. Okay, let's see what else I have. Oh, I know. I want to show you this one. So I've been doing this new series where I read or I type out the video or the letters that Chris wrote to Sherilyn Cadle. And I was on this page, Deliberately Deadly, and I really liked his voice. And so I contacted him and I said, you know, because when I was doing this, I was like, it would sound really cool if it was a man's voice. I mean, it would sound fine if it was my voice, but I really wanted it to be a man's voice. And so I asked him if he would read a script for me, and I sent him the script and he read it. And that video that you saw at the beginning, that was him reading for me. And I wanted to show you a video that I did for him. I've been trying to help him a little bit with editing, and he's wanting to grow his channel. It's a very good channel. Deliberately Deadly. He also has like a Halloween type channel. But this is a video that I grabbed his videos, and I was explaining to him that you can take your larger content, your lives and your larger content, and edit it down to a smaller, concise video that you think that your subscribers would rather watch, instead of having to, you know, wade through the whole live or the whole video. You just take like a highlight of the video. And so I grabbed his content, and this is a video that I did for him from one of his larger videos.
imperative to underscore the gravely serious nature of the discussion that will follow. The ensuing narrative delves deep into a real-life event characterized by the most heinous acts of violence, where the victims were adults and young children alike. This is a cautionary foreword, advising that the material is of an extremely graphic nature and is tailored for a mature audience seeking an in-depth analysis based in fact, not fiction. Viewer discretion is advised. This sinister tale detailing an unnerving account of familial homicide that unfolded in the seemingly tranquil surroundings of Frederick, Colorado in the summer of 2018 revolves around Chris Watts, a man who once stood as the pillar of a loving family, now infamously known for the heinous crimes that led to the heart-wrenching demise of his pregnant wife, Shanann, and their vibrant young daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste. As we peel back the layers of deception, we invite you to witness the descent into a chilling narrative where familial bonds break under the strain of betrayal, financial turmoil, and shattered trust. In this ominous tale, we unearth the horrifying reality that lurked behind the facade of happy family portraits and joyful social media posts.
Mr. Watts, why did you kill your wife and 2 children?
Mr. Watts, did you confess?
And this is the longer video. I'm not going to play it, but I just want, I will link both of them for you. But this was a shorter video that I made for his longer content video. And his longer one is 17 minutes long. And he also recently did a new Watts video that you guys would probably be very interested in. I'm trying to get him to do a live with me, but he's self-conscious and it's not sure if he's ready to do it yet. So, but why don't you guys go over to his channel? It's called Deliberately Deadly. I'm going to be working a little bit with him. I've got a script that he read for me that I'm going to be doing some videos. And he told me recently that he is working on a Nicole Kessinger video. So I said that there are a lot of people out there that are very interested in Nicole Kessinger. And I think what he's wanting to do is to do a background check on her and see where she came from, that kind of thing, how she became Nicole Kessinger. Actually, she's not even Nicole Kessinger anymore, whoever she is. Hi, Heavenly. I hope you're doing well today. So moving on, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to look at this video. So this was a video. Well, okay, let me tell you how I got to this video. I don't know if you notice on the sides of my videos when I show them, you can see all of this over here. And this is my vidIQ, and it tells me things about a video. Like, say I wanted to do, like, I really loved this video, and I'm thinking like, hey, I really want to do that video. It has AI coaching here, and it'll tell you things about the video. Like this one, you can say like, I really like this hook, what they did, and it'll analyze the hook for you and tell you what was good about it and what was bad about it. And it will, like, down here tell you things. It got a low, I did analyze this, and it got a low score, but the only reason it got a low score is because they didn't add it to any playlists. They didn't send it over to their Facebook channel. It scores you on all these things that you do right and what you don't do right. And this is how I get my video ideas from time to time. I pay for my vidIQ now, but I started out doing it with a free subscription. And if you guys if you want to test out vidIQ, I'll put a link down there. I wanted to show you my stats, and this is how I came across wanting to do this. It tells me the top channels you guys are subscribing to. It literally tells me how many of you are subscribed to each of these people's channels. I've been looking a lot at the Real Killers and this 50 States of Madness. Like 895 of you are subscribed to each of those channels. And so I went over and I was like, why are you guys watching these people? What are interesting about them? So I haven't watched them yet. I've got this queued up and I wanted to watch a little bit of what you guys are watching. I want to know what you guys are interested in. Elizabeth says, I really believe that the guy never knew how to speak up for himself in a very sick way. Yes, I agree 100%. Men leave for other women every day, and his way out was this, right? He didn't know how to speak for himself. He didn't. I mean, I think, wasn't Shanann his first girlfriend? I mean, so let's look at this channel. Make sure that you're seeing. I've got so many things open right now. Yeah, this vidIQ tells me who you are, where you're coming from, how old you are. Not specifically, it won't tell me you specifically, but if I wanted to go to your channel and look at who you are specifically, it would tell me. But it's really helpful. My channel has been growing. We're over 2,000 subscribers on YouTube now. We're just growing, and I really think the vidIQ has helped me a great deal. And if you want to kind of look into it yourself for your own channel, I'll put the link down there. And it would be a free way to help my channel out because you can get commission. I would never show you a program that I haven't used. I mean, I even have a vidIQ coach. So I really believe in this vidIQ. It's helped me quite a bit. So I'll put the link down there if you guys want to check it out. Hold on. I'm not showing the right. There we go.
Together. So again, if you guys don't know who 50 States of Madness, definitely go over to the channel. They're doing, obviously, crime talk. It's Gina and
Shannon. You got it.
I keep wanting to say Shanann. I'm sorry.
Shanann, yeah. I know.
But
I have somebody, we're doing a paranormal show together, and I've worked with her a long time ago, and her name's Shannon, and I keep wanting to call her Shanann too. So
information, we're going to try and censor as much as possible due to I wouldn't say legal reasons, but we don't want anything.
I'm worried about what the Rusaks have done, new YouTube. I am somebody who likes freedom of speech, and I'm not really thrilled with that unless you're blatantly telling outright lies that I don't know.
Lasers pointed at us, we talked about.
Do you like him? Okay.
The possibility of.
I have not watched him yet, and I do see that a lot of you guys are. Well, obviously you see it too. That a lot of you are watching him. So I just wanted to go over, and you guys were watching this. What was it? 50 States of Madness. That's a good name for a channel.
Messenger not being a witch or doing witchcraft or pagan, but because she was more into apparently worshiping a deity by the name of Ishtar, where apparently a sacrifice is needed of a pregnant woman.
What?
So when I was probably supposed to be working, I'm looking at on my phone, I'm looking at all these different things about Ishtar, and I'm finding out that apparently sacrifices that are needed is a pregnant woman.
That is insane.
So, and why did he bury her?
I'm not really
offering her to the deity.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure I want to watch this, to be honest with you guys.
Again, there's people that are in the comments. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are buying into this." No, we're not buying into
it.
We're just bringing it to your attention that a lot of this is connecting in a kind of.
Because I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this because I don't buy into this hoodoo voodoo panic type stuff. In fact, I resent it. I'm not pagan or anything, but I have friends that are wonderful people that are. So, and I have friends that are Christians that are wonderful people. And I have people in my life that are Christians that are just horrible people. So, yeah, I don't buy into that.
Scary, but are we saying that it's 100% legit? No.
No.
But this is going
Okay.
even higher than we originally thought. Now, I'm not going to name this government official due to, again, legal and personal respect reasons, but apparently this goes as high as senators and congressmen. That is why this has gone hush hush.
And we kind of touched.
Okay, so we have paddled fully onto Watts Island now, you guys. This is not anything. I'd want you guys to know that I neither agree or disagree with this. I have not watched it yet. I don't know what they're about to say. Just take this for a grain of salt, okay?
Touched on that a little bit on some of our last, like, how high does it go?
Yes.
For it just to be her wiped off the face of this planet.
Well, we also we thought
I
about
want
why
to
is
see what
she
you
so
guys
protected.
are saying over in the chat. Elizabeth says, are people going to think you're not the best guy or dad because you left for another woman? Probably. But this Chris was way worse on what people will think. Yeah, right? I think that he wasn't in his right mind as well. I think those patches played a part in it. Not an excuse, but I think the patches were making him crazy because he was taking something that are in the patches that make me quite aggressive and crazy. And it makes my heart race. Let's see. Liz Heavenly says, I like, how do you say his name? Is it Zowokil? Zowokil? He's got a good heart. Zoe is great. You know what? Lynn, I'm going to just call him Zoe. Thank you. And hi, Lynn. Zoe is great. I can't find their channel show. I can't find their channel show the Rucheks. Lynn, are you looking for Sandy Ruchek's channel or are you looking for something that's on Zoe's channel? Because I am going to put down in the description Sandra's and Frankie's YouTube channel, if that's what you're asking for. Yeah, I will have it down in the description. And if you want, at the very beginning, I kind of show that. You can see the whole channel and you can probably see the URL up in the corner if you need to. Or I could probably just grab it for you. What am I doing? I could just grab it for you. I don't know. I've never put in a description or a link in down here. So I guess it's the first time for everything and I need to do it to see if it works. See if that works. See, does it come out as a URL for you guys? I don't know. If not, it will be down in the description. I promise.
Yes.
Well, we're apparently finding out that Nicole Kessinger's dad is apparently related to the district attorney.
Oh, I
makes
have
so much
heard
sense
that.
now how fast he came out to say, hey, we're not looking at her.
Somehow, and I've got the information in front of me, and this person wishes to be anonymous, obviously because of respectful and legal reasons.
Yes.
That's why I'm not putting anybody's names in here because I have the name. I'm just not giving it because I'm not going to get.
Yes.
So,
Totally understandable.
Another thing I wanted to touch base on with the whole Ishtar, which I did not.
Yes, I think in fact that sometimes he even had 4 patches on. And they were the double duo things that had extra in it. So he was just like really stocking up on that stuff. Did you hear Behind Criminal Minds got a strike? Wait, no, I didn't. And I don't know who Criminal Minds. I'm relatively new, I guess, to this whole Watts Island because a lot of these channels I haven't even heard of. Let me look at this really quick. Maybe I know who they are and I just don't. Behind Criminal Minds. I'm going to bring you over to this channel real quick. This is who she's talking about. Who do they talk about? Chris Watts exposing Nicole Kessinger web of lies. Oh. it doesn't look like it's a bad channel. I'm going to tell you that Facebook nailed me. They literally tore me down, and I'm not getting monetized at all right now. I'm trying to fix it, and I think that I'm not doing anything wrong. And I see other creators doing the same thing that I'm doing, and they're not getting stricken, or they get struck and they fight it and they get it taken down. And I can't see, I have to wait until February. So first I was like so ashamed about it. I was like so ashamed. Like I was like, played your pants, Cadle, you know, I was so ashamed about it. But then I see other people, it's happening to other creators, and it's not, it's just YouTube and going crazy about things. So I don't know. I didn't hear that they were struck, and I don't know the full story. Let's see what you said. He has to take videos down. No, he is not. He's a lawyer and explains everything very well. Yep. See, it happened to me. It happened to me. And let's see, it happened to me over the summer. And I took a few videos down and I reapplied and I got it. And then like, I didn't do any new videos. It was like a week, and then it happened again. And so then they told me I needed to do a video and describe to them why I think my channel isn't doing what they never tell you. They don't say what video it is. They don't say what you've done wrong. They've just said that it goes against the guidelines. And so you have to guess. And it said that I needed to do this video by December 9th. So I was so nervous, and I was like this was the same time that it happened to Alex Erickson. And I talked to her a little bit, and she got it back, and I was like, oh, okay. So I did a video, you know, and I was feeling pretty good. It was December 9th, and I was getting ready to submit it. And it said that my time period to submit was over. It was December 9th. And it said like December 9th was the end. And I'm like, it's December 9th all day long today. I was in the middle of the day. I wasn't even near AM or PM, you know, I'm like, it's December 9th all day today. And so I had to fight with them to even look at it. And then I thought, you know what? They're not going to approve it. I had to fight with them to even look at it, and they didn't. So I don't know. It's upsetting. Anyway, I didn't mean to go off on that rant. But yes, I feel bad for Behind Criminal Minds. I feel bad for any of the YouTube channels that are responsible about it. We talk about it. We link it. We give credit. I would be honored if someone decided that my content was worthy of going over. I just would, as long as they credited me. So, all right, let's move back to where I was. Someone get me off this soapbox. It's high. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry.
Include is that St. Louis Valley, which is about 3 hours away from said Denver location, where close that Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts lived, because they lived in Frederick, and I can't remember there's an A word that
because when they take away your monetization, you don't get monetized for anything. You can't even have subscriber or members. You can't even do the membership thing. They took my members away.
Lived at, but they lived again 30 miles apart. But then they went to this location because apparently this valley has a wide range of spiritualness and satanic worship. Apparently, Nicole Kessinger, Chris Watts, Jim, and a Melissa were caught naked doing a fire ritual in said valley.
Melissa the one that she said that it was the best sex that she ever had? The D was fire. Actually, or the tongue.
Exactly. I don't know who this Melissa is, but I'm gonna start digging down into it later on in the next couple days. The channel that recently that did post this a couple years ago has gone. It's not existence anymore. This person that they are working with has so much more on Nicole Kessinger and the cult. And if you want more information, just say the word and we'll send it to you. Okay. So I'll be looking into that. But going into a little bit,
I would be interested in seeing that.
More darker stuff.
I have crystals and stones and rocks all over my house. They're part of the earth, and they do have energy in them, but that's not magic. That's not paganism. That's earth. The earth has created certain things that we can harness and use.
We also stated that this went higher than we originally thought with congressmen and stuff like that. While apparently people had stated that they have seen that Nicole Kessinger was not just with Chris, that she was seen with higher ups. They said possibly CEOs of Anadarko.
I need to see proof of this. I need proof of this. This is just gossip at this point.
In public?
They just said they were seen with. So Nicole Kessinger was not seen with one, but two higher ups apparently with Anadarko. So that just kind of, I don't know how that is in connection with it, but like I always said too, why did Chris take Shanann to Survey 319? Why didn't he just take him somewhere else? Or why was it strictly Survey 319? And then people are also wondering to know, why were the girls put in the batteries, these tanks? Well, they weren't the offerings. It was Shanann that was the offering. The girls, unfortunately, were in the crossfire.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm going down this rabbit hole, and it's all starting to make sense. So that means I'm down a rabbit hole right now.
So are they saying that Anadarko has some sort of connection to this group with Jim and or with this worshiping group?
Well, what it says here is whether or not this is the reason why it was going to be covered up. All I can tell you is that what I do not know and what I have found out, but I believe that somehow, some way, this was eventually going to be caused as an explosion, as an accident for one, cover up, two, insurance purposes. So they were going to write it off as insurance.
I think there was some kind of explosion supposed to happen because he put all that stuff in the back of his pickup truck. And see, this is like, I think that I'm like 90% that Nicole didn't do anything, but there's that 10% where she's hovering around the house that day. That's weird. Where she doesn't remember a 2-hour conversation the night before it happened, or the night it happened. That's weird. Wasn't there a long conversation the night after it happened? That's weird. There's just a lot of weirdness to it.
Whether it's all a theory or not, it's just something to think about. I really wanted to focus on uncovering everything that could be caused in this corruption.
Yeah.
And heavenly. I think once that happens, a spotlight will finally be put onto NK, Nicole, and the mainstream media, and everybody will want this to be reopened. I think the floodgates will open so wide that there is more people involved than just NK. And certain people will start coming forward who are scared right now.
See, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think this case is put to bed for those people, and there would have to be like a near explosion where they could not possibly deny it or cover it up, because this case, I think, is in the can for a lot of people, all of the investigators, I would say.
Now, to tell the truth, I really want to solve it as much as 100 of other people.
I think that Nicole's responsibility lies in that she researched. I think she had a thing. She liked older, or not old, married men. I think she had a thing. She liked the thrill of the chase. She had that. She researched them. She probably planted ideas in that pea brain, because we know how easy it is to put ideas. I could probably write Chris Watts and plant an idea right now if I wanted to. I promise you, I probably could. If he would read my letter, I could probably plant something in that little pea brain of his.
To be just talking about it.
But I think that's where her responsibility lies, and she would never take responsibility that she planted all this in his mind. Like, am I the problem? No, I'm not the problem. Am I the problem? No, I'm not the problem. You're the problem.
And nothing is done. I want to find out what happens. Some of the things that were found are just unreal, but are not in the discovery yet or under light. If they want to do something, they need to bring it forward. They found way more on Chris's phone that he Googled the morning, the night, and the day after of the murders,
so
including pictures.
A lot more
on his phone.
On his phone that haven't even come forward.
Okay.
I'm wondering what's keeping it from coming forward.
I don't mean to quit stopping, but you guys are chatting over in text, and I want to be a part of it. I want to talk too. Elizabeth Ross says, I bought some chakra crystals, healing bracelets, and they are so beautiful. Yeah, the big crystals are just gorgeous. Yeah. I don't think you can go wrong with crystals. I mean, it just seems like earth. You'd like bringing little pieces of the nature into your house. It seems kind of beautiful to me. Lynn says, the DA admitted that she did not need to be looked into, Then he verified this via podcast on his wife's podcast. Oh, he did? I do not think NK will ever be looked into. I don't either. So the DA talked about it on his podcast. That's interesting. I'll have to look for that. If you, Lynn, if you have the link to that, could you put it in the comments when the video is over? Because I would love to look into that. If you don't have it, that's fine. I'll look for it.
But like you said, the district attorney that is overseeing this, or that tried to put a stop to it right away of looking into it. I wonder if that's how some of the stuff is gone missing or not coming up.
I mean, we got pictures of their calculator little secret file that they had, which again, they stated that there was so much like is vulgarity a word?
Yes.
Vulgar and just weird pictures that obviously will never come to light because unless it's put on like Pornhub or something. But it's just, they said it was so like weird. And it was so like, apparently there was the naked ritual part. Why are we not seeing that?
Yeah, why didn't we see that?
I understand why it wouldn't come out. I mean, sometimes when I Google,
I haven't really looked into the calculator app and the pictures that were on the calculator. I haven't done a lot of it. Seeing this video, I'm realizing I have not done a lot of this case.
Google for other, crimes, I come across photos that are way like
yes.
I'm like, I wish
it's like, holy crap. It's like, no.
I know.
I can't see that.
Some of the stuff that I see that comes, just by Googling stuff that pops up. So some naked girl dancing out in a valley, like why?
Yeah, but if there's connections to congressmen and all this has been shut down, I mean, that really makes a lot of sense. And how she was number one, a protected witness before she ever was questioned.
And apparently these
not around.
Well, apparently the congressmen and senators are no longer in office. So, but it's like, it's a cover up. I mean, we've
See,
heard
the
of
only
before.
thing that, like, when I'm hearing this, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, all this stuff that's coming into light about the essay, the children's essay stuff that, the rings that are like all the way up into the government. And this is how it could be true, but they have no proof. But I mean, this could be true, but they have no proof. They're not showing us anything.
9/11. I still think to this day myself, it was an inside job in the United States. The whole tower was rigged with explosives. And it was
big
us,
man.
The people of underneath the presidency at that time made it look like we need to go to war. But again, they covered it up. This is a cover up. But why?
I was going to say, do you think maybe it's the same organization? And I'm, by all means, I don't know. And this
Neither
is
do I.
Conspiracy theories, but that organization that's behind.
I feel like if somebody really wanted to find out where NK was, they could find out where her father is and get a private investigator to kind of watch him and see what he does, because he has to see her still, don't you think?
Behind the government, that's the secret.
Freemasons.
Yes, that actually is the one who's really controlling.
I'm surprised nobody's done what I just said. I would never do it, but I'm surprised nobody's done that.
Makes you think.
Maybe they have.
They're very powerful, obviously, because we've seen like other things that they've done, but it completely makes sense for those people to be involved.
Because I don't believe that she was all over the place. I don't believe that she was in North Carolina and all these other places. I think that a lot of people look like Nicole Kessinger. She's not that unique of a face. And her hair is just brown hair with long. And I mean, she's not that unique. And I don't think that she's been all over the place.
I mean, it really it all comes together. Now it makes sense. Like now there's no doubt in my mind how she's hiding out, how she's able to change her name, not be seen, why none of her friends are coming forward.
That's the weirdest part.
There's this,
I don't think it's so weird. Do you guys think it's so weird that she's not been found? I don't think that's strange. I mean, she literally said during one of the interviews that she had a safe place, a hiding place to go to. I mean, you can go. I mean, I could probably find a place to go to and nobody could find me, like I think anybody could.
Yeah.
Oh, I got part of the safe house in here too as well.
Oh, wow.
So the reason
yearbook photos.
Yeah.
When
He
she's
keeps
younger,
pointing.
like, it's
Is
so
he going to
bizarre.
ever
You
show
can
us
probably
what
find
he's pointing at?
pictures of
Hold
me
on a
growing
second.
up.
Let me see if he's ever going to show us what we're doing, or is this just all them talking? Come on, give us something. Yeah, it's just all them talking. He keeps looking on the computer, but he doesn't show anything, and I don't like that.
And we can't find anything on her
Yeah.
except a few photos that have come out. Besides her with Chris.
Right, I'll put the link to that in the description if you want to. I'm going to actually continue watching it, but I'm irritated that they're talking about something and they're not showing me anything. Oh, I wanted to pop over here. I know I don't like to go over an hour, but we'll go an hour and a half, I think. I wanted to show you Sherilyn Cadle's Facebook page. There was something I wanted to look for in there. I can't remember. Anyway, this is her Facebook page. Why did I want to show you this? There was a reason. Oh, I think I wanted to ask you, is she writing books for on other things? Because Suffer the Little Children, is that a Watts book? Oh, it is. Is this, let me see. She did a book on the kids? Or is this her latest book? I don't know. Suffer the Little Children. That's interesting. How many books does she have out on the Watts house or the Watts at this point? 3? There's the plagiarized one. Now there's Suffer the Little Children. The new book. And then doesn't she have 4? And then there's this one. Well, let's go. Maybe it says. All right. I didn't know she had it either. Heavenly. Oh, you guys are talking to each other, not me. Sorry. Yeah. Why doesn't she have a link to her books? Maybe the about will tell us. That takes me to nowhere, the Cadle events. So she must have no events going on, but yeah. Well, you know what? I can just take my little fingers over to Google and see how many books she has. Let's see. Looks like she has 4. Where's Suffer the Little Children, though? Okay, here we go. Make sure that you can see it. You can. Okay. So she has Letters from Christopher. It says it's out of stock. Don't ever buy that, guys. It's up free on the internet. Don't ever buy it. And then she has The Murders of Christopher Watts, The Many Faces of Christopher Watts, Love Must Cry. Is that a Watts book? Suffer the Little Children. What's this? Oh, it's a romance novel. Let's look at Suffer the Little Children. Suffer the Little Children into the Hands of Evil. I don't like it. I haven't even looked at it and I don't like it. 16 true crime stories of children that have been murdered by their parents or foster parents. Most of these stories have been told by the murderer themselves. Well, that sounds kind of interesting, but is it written well? Is there where we can look at the first few pages of it? Do you guys see that anywhere on this page? Oh, these are thrift books. Maybe she has like a Goodreads. Does Goodreads offer want to read. I don't want to do all that in front of you guys. We'll go to Amazon and then see if there's a free. Oh, read sample. Here we go. Don't know how smart it is to read the sample because he just said that she's striking people. Let's see. She has chapters 1, 2, and 3. Let's see who they are. This is Parawoman Radio, and I'm Amy. If you could give this live a thumbs up, helps us dance out into the algorithm and bring more people back to the party. It's just a free way to help my channel out, and it's really appreciated. We're over on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. YouTube. Hi, YouTube. And X. Hi, X. If you could give me love on however you do it on that platform, a heart, a smiley face. And please consider subscribing if you like my content. Okay, so the first one she does is on the Jones children. Oh, here's the Watts. Oh, you guys, I am so tempted to read this. What do you guys think? I don't want to get strict though. Stricken. What do you guys think? You guys want me to read it? How many pages is it? I can always cut it out later. Yeah, it's not that long. Let's do it, you guys. I'm feeling like I want to do it. Or we'll read part of it. How about that? Because it is kind of long. So this is Suffer the Little Children. Or should I make this a whole new video? What do you guys think? Do you guys want me to make this a whole new video? Come back and... Yeah, let's just read it. Bella, Cece, and Nico, the Watts children. We'll read part of it. August 13th, 2018. 3 children and their pregnant mother murdered. Bella 4, Cece 3, Nico, an unborn baby boy, and Shanann, their mother, by their father, Christopher L. Watts. Since I wrote an entire book on the family, the murders of Christopher Watts, I feel like I have so much information. I spent many hours talking with Christopher between visiting him at the prison and talking to him on the phone, and many letters we wrote back and forth. Why does she call him Christopher when only his mother calls him Christopher? Nobody else in the world calls him that. I've noticed that some of the others I have visited also like to talk about what they did, like a child needing to get something bad off their chest. Christopher has said, though, that he did not tell anyone in the prison that what he did, but there have been several that say he did. Oh, okay. So she's saying that no, but he's not told anybody in prison, because there have been a few that have said that he still gets letters from NK and stuff like that. For most of them, their eyes literally turn black when they speak of the murders. This is something that's hard for a lot of people to imagine unless you experienced it firsthand. It's something that gives me nightmares because for me, it means that they would do it again. It is the number one thing that sticks with me. I also have to wonder if their families saw it too, but didn't know or understand what they were looking at. It does something to you when you talk with these people. I am forever changed by Christopher Watts. Many people do not believe he committed the murders or that he committed them alone, but I know he did it, and I feel he did it alone. I've seen his face as he told me the things he did. He did not have to go to the trouble of telling me and then writing me about those things he didn't. Things if he didn't. Let's move forward. Christopher's family seemed jealous that the girls were closer to their maternal grandparents. Oh, she's dishing some stuff, isn't she? Christopher's family seemed jealous that the girls were closer to the maternal grandparents than the paternal grandparents. Christopher's mother had inflicted a lot of hurt from the very beginning of Christopher and Shanann's relationship. To make things even worse, they did not attend their wedding. So all of this set the stage for his mindset. He said he started planning in his head to kill her and later started planning to kill his girls. He wanted to get rid of the baby because it would interfere with his plans with his mistress. His mistress was pressuring him to leave and divorce his wife and marry her. It's really not giving me anything. Christopher took the opportunity to plant his evil plot. On the night of August 12th, Shanann's plane was supposed to be in around 10 p.m., but it was delayed. She ended up not getting home until almost 2 a.m. Once home, she went upstairs and sort of crashed into bed. Christopher was asleep. She cuddled next to him and was rubbing his leg. That woke him, and they ended up having sex. Afterward, he went downstairs for a couple of minutes. After that, he went into his 3-year-old daughter Cece's bedroom, took her pillow, and smothered her. Next, he went into his 4-year-old Bella's bedroom, and did the same to her. He then went into his room and slipped into bed. He said an argument between him and Shanann ensued. According to Christopher, it was like someone took over his body. Isn't that according to you, Sherilyn? He said he very quickly choked Shanann, and she did not fight back. If you are interested in knowing more, she wrote the book. She goes into talking about when Bella walked in, dragged her into the garage. He drove them to the crude oil. Yeah. It's nothing exciting. Oh, let's read the update. Regardless of the rumors, Christopher will not be appealing his case. He sent me a message saying everything about his case is the same as it was when I wrote his book. He does not claim anyone helped him kill his family. He did it alone. I don't know how much of the rumors that have gone around are by him at all. I think maybe some of them are by her. I think it's mostly fans, because I remember seeing her on some interviews talking about, like, tomorrow the investigators are going to reopen the case or something. Remember when she was talking about that stuff? I don't know how much of the rumors that have been going around are by him at all. See, he does not claim anyone helped him kill his family. He did it alone. I don't know how much of the rumors that have gone around are by him at all. I think it's mostly fans that want to say he did not do this alone, because some of them do not like Shanann and some of them do not like his mistress. I encourage people to please leave Shanann's family alone and allow these people to grieve for their grandchildren and daughters in peace. Isn't it interesting how she couldn't get in with the Watts, so now she's trying to do it with the Rusheks? Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, bye, Lynn. Have a good night or day. Still day. Although it gets night at 5 o'clock now, doesn't it? But I highly recommend watching Zoe one day ago. We struck a nerve. The DA's wife name is Kimberly. Okay. Interesting. I definitely will. Oh, yeah. I think that he either incapacitated her some way, or she did. He had a few scratches on him. So I'm going to end the live here, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It really helps me out a lot when I have people in chat, because it makes it go by really fast. And it helps me kind of understand how you guys are thinking and what you guys have to say about the case. So I'm really happy that I had people in chat. So thank you, Elizabeth and Heavenly, for being here today. And I think there was one other person. But thank you for being here. And if you're listening to this on the replay, thank you for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe and become part of my channel. Next month, we are going to start the memberships back up. I need some ideas on what kind of tiers you're looking for, how to create the tiers, what you like that other creators have done, because I am making this channel for you guys and I want you guys to be happy. Happy channel, happy life. Okay, guys, thank you for being here. I love you guys. If nobody's told you that today, I'm telling you it because I feel it. I really feel it in my heart. I love you guys, and I'm grateful for all of you. So I'm telling you today, I love you, and I'm grateful for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.